G'day guys, Duckville here. Welcome to another awesome SC2 match between, I've actually got some really high quality players here from the USA. We've got our favorite Zerg here, EG.IdrA, on the right hand side on Lost Temple. He's going to be starting over here. He's going to be scouting the wrong way though, unfortunately for him, but that's just one thing you have to deal with when you're Zerg. And his opponent here is going to be Avilo. He's going to be the red Terran over here on the left side. So this is a match from the MLG, which has just completed just recently, which was a really big 64-player StarCraft tournament over in the States, and featuring some of the big players in, namely the States, and also from some of the overseas places as well. We've got players like EG.IdrA. What else have we got? Obviously, these two guys. We've got Select. Kiwi Kaki was there. All sorts of high quality players. And there were just some absolutely awesome games. So it has actually completed. Obviously, I've only just gotten this replay pack from someone, but I'm gonna try not to spoil any of it, of course. So if you do actually want to see the rest of the games, either A, let me know and I'll try and put some more up, or B, jump over to teamliquid.net and actually have a look there. They've got a really great wrap up of what happened. So as you may be able to hear, I've actually got a bit of a cold. I was originally not going to cast anything this weekend, but I have decided to, took some drugs and we're all good to go. So EG.IdrA going for what is now one of the pretty much standard sort of plays for Zerg versus Terran, given the recent nerf. As you can see from the timer and all that jazz, that this is actually in the new patch, of course, that given that it was just recently. But this new standard play for Zerg being the 14 hatch and then the 14 spawning pool, because there is now no pressure at all from Reapers. You basically will never see Reapers these days, especially in these high quality games, because of the Reaper nerf, which actually made the Reaper speed upgrade. Is now you have to have a factory to get that. Personally, I think that was a little bit harsh on the Reapers. There can be other things that could have been done, but oh well, we've seen that particular patch go through, and so far it hasn't really totally destroyed Terran, and it hasn't totally empowered Zerg, but we'll see how we go. So one of the things I did see was actually that Blizzard had made that particular change to the Reapers, because especially not only in 1v1 was the Reaper really powerful in terms of its ability just to destroy Zerg and obviously the other races if you get a really good micro going with your Reapers, but also in 2v2s, one of the really popular strats was to have a Zerg Terran combo, just mass slings and Reapers, and you use the lings for cover on the Reapers, and then the Reapers will just destroy everything. So that was just an absolutely huge combo that was going through all the 2v2s as well in the higher quality scene for the 2v2s. This SCV is not going to get away. He's getting hunted down by these lings, and they've taken him out. So anyway, back to the game. Enough about my rant on the patch. We've got a factory coming out from Vilo. Is going to be grabbing the reactor. Sorry, not reactor, the tech lab. So we would probably be seeing either some sort of earlier high-tech build, perhaps, or perhaps he's just going to grab some Blue Flame Hellions. But we're going to have EdrA's going to be just creeping around with some Zerglings just to see what's cracking over here. Just going to poke up the ramp. He's going to be able to see the buildings, obviously. He'll see the tech lab and know that there is going to be not just the double Hellion sort of build that we generally do see these days out of all of the Terran players. I'm just going to grab his gas. He's grabbing both of his. He's got both of his gas on the main and the gas at the natural as well. So he's going to be stepping up the gas income shortly, and obviously going to be taking up. So one interesting thing here, which I think EdrA is going to do. Once again, I haven't actually seen any of these replays, but he's putting his spine crawlers over here next to the ridge. He's got vision of the high ground here with the Overlord, and he might even be chucking a creep tumor up here once the Overlord's once the lair is complete. Sorry, because once the Overlords are up here, they can actually chuck down some creep, and the creep tumor will be able to jump up here because you have vision. Now, obviously, EdrA knows that this is a very, very heavy. Well, at the moment, it's a very heavy Terran favored map in the respect that you, if you get a Thor up here, if you get some siege tanks up here, anything up here for Terran is a really decimating sort of play because of the fact that they can hit the natural, and of course, being a Zerg, you really need to keep on top of your bases so that you can actually cover what everyone's doing. Sorry, what your opponent's doing. But yeah, there he goes. He's putting the creep tumor. It goes up here, and actually so this is all going to be covered with creeps. So number one, he's going to have vision for the spine crawler, and then he's also going to have some attacking forces to stop anything. We see a medevac coming in here. I think there's nothing actually in here. There's just a little bit of a decoy, but he does actually run through the front. Blue Flame Hellions here, getting poked like no other with these 3 spine crawlers here. They do get a great number of drone kills here. I think that was a 4, maybe 5 or 6 drone kills went down there, which was a really great play from avilo. He's sent up the medevac along here just to make sure he can distract EG.IdrA, but and comes in the front now. But there were just too many spine crawlers up here, just with EG.IdrA being very cautious about the high ground tank drop or Thor drop. But decent little play there by avilo, and he's going to be moving across now to Banshees. So he's going to pull in some Banshees, obviously suspecting and obviously that he could see, but he's seen that there's really no anti-air, which is one unfortunate facet of Zerg early game, is that the only anti-air you have is the Queens until you get either Hydras or Corruptors. So we're going to see some Banshee play here from avilo. He gets one of the Hellions actually gets caught here in a bunch of Zerglings, and it looks as if he's going to try and distract again. He's pulling in this medevac here. It's going to be flying across, perhaps trying to distract, making EG.IdrA think